Okay, here's sort of a little bit of a making of Monsters 4, my Trials HD board. I've gotten a lot of questions about the last portion of the board on how I made that bridge that just appears on its own. Now, to just give you some background, I know the developers put this in one of their videos, and the Red Links forum had a couple of things on it, and another user, DW Fritz23, helped me out with it too. So this has been around for a little while, but I guess a lot of people haven't put it in their boards yet. Just to show you what it is, I'm going to just play the last portion of the board. You'll notice the pieces flying out from the background, and they come into the track here. Now the way this is done is, if you go to the background, behind these ramps that are hiding it, these individual pieces have their physics turned off, but the lock to driving line is on. Now if your lock to driving line is on, and your physics are on, wherever you are on the board, the piece is going to fly right to the driving line. But if nothing's going to turn its physics back off when it gets there, it'll just float down to the ground. So what you have to do is, first off, you have this initial trigger. The trigger turns the piece's physics on to fly it toward the driving line. Now, to time it right so that you turn the physics back off, you would normally put a trigger right here by the driving line and have that other trigger turn its physics off. But when you do that, probably because this is all a glitch, it doesn't work. It just doesn't activate the trigger at all. So in order to get it to work, you have to make, and this is just the only way I've found out to do it, I'm sure there's another way, a separate set of the entire track, and that's what you see right here. And now these are also turned on while the physics is turned on to the top row. When this shoots to the driving line, so do these down here at a sight. And when this one hits the trigger that's in front of the driving line, it activates this piece up here to have its physics turned off, so that it'll actually work. For some reason the trigger won't work on itself, but it'll work on another piece of the trail. So you have to do doubles of everything and then move it to a place you can't see it to turn off the physics so that they stop in midair. And that's pretty much it for this particular gameplay element. Here's just a fly through of the rest of the track in editor mode. Here's the two flying monsters here. They swoop down. You can land on them. And here's a little downward ramp with some bombs. Here's my favorite monster here. Is a massive one. This flipper here throws the bomb at you as you're driving away. It's got two obstacles on its back. And of course the army of barrels that get launched at you driving through. This particular board is maxed out the items as well. This is about as much as you can get in a board. A lot going on in this piece. And the initial bat at the beginning. So there you go. Hope that helps.